Hello and welcome to Nostalgia Vibe. Today we will look back at the 1964 American television show, The Munsters. We will revisit the cast of the series and see how they changed over the years. The first season opening credits were an outrageous parody of the opening credits of The Donna Reed Show, which always began with Donna Reed lovingly passing out lunches to her departing family members as they left the house one by one. Yvonne DiCarlo, as Lily Munster, did the same thing. The character Herman Munster was ranked number 19 in TV Guide's list of the 50 greatest TV dads of all time. Fred Gwynne as Herman Munster. Fred Gwynne died of pancreatic cancer in 1993 at the age of 67. Al Lewis as Grandpa. Al Lewis died of natural causes in 2006 at the age of 83. Yvonne DiCarlo as Lily Munster. Yvonne DiCarlo died of natural causes in 2007 at the age of 84. Butch Patrick as Eddie Munster. The show was shot in black and white because the studio did not want to pay an extra $10,000 per episode for color. The original pilot was partially shot on the set of the film Psycho. Pat Priest as Marilyn Munster. Chet Stratton as Clyde Thornton. Chet Stratton died of a heart attack and a stroke in 1970 at the age of 60. Harvey Korman as Dr. Leinbach. Harvey Korman died of complications from rupture of an abdominal aortic aneurysm in 2008 at the age of 81. Paul Lynde as Dr. Edward Dudley. Paul Lynde died of cardiac arrest in 1982 at the age of 56. Beverly Owen played the part of Marilyn for the first 13 episodes. She was in love with her Fianca copywriter in New York and agreed to do the show, thinking it would be a flop from the outlandish premise. When it became a hit, she was constantly crying from having to be in LA while her boyfriend, John Stone, was in New York. The other cast members asked the producers to release her from her contract so she could get married, and they did. She was replaced by Pat Priest, who looked so much like Beverly Owen, viewers never knew the difference. Beverly Owen would get divorced from John Stone 8 years later, and would never appear on screen again after those initial 13 episodes. John Fiedler as Warren Bloom. John Fiedler died of cancer in 2005 at the age of 80. John Carradine as Mr. Gateman. John Carradine died of natural causes in 1988 at the age of 83. Jane Withers as Fanny Pike. Jane Withers died of undisclosed causes in 2021 at the age of 95. John Hoyt as Barney Walters. John Hoyt died of lung cancer in 1991 at the age of 86. There was only one Dragula, Grandpa's coffin car, built for the show. At one time it hung from the ceiling in Planet Hollywood in Atlantic City. It was restored and resides somewhere near Orlando, Florida. There have been several replicas built since. Henry Beckman as Lead Fu Baylor. Henry Beckman died of a heart failure in 2008 at the age of 87. Pat Harrington Jr. as Sonny Harkness. Pat Harrington Jr. died of complications from Alzheimer's disease in 2016 at the age of 86. Beverly Owen as Marilyn Munster. Beverly Owen died of ovarian cancer in 2019 at the age of 81. The uncredited voice of the Raven was supplied by Mel Blanc. On the rare occasions Blanc was unavailable, the Raven's voice was supplied by Bob Hastings. Grandpa was 1 year younger than his daughter Lily. Herman was the youngest adult.